Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review of The Will of Doom, Issue 1, 2025. Pretty interesting cover there with Red Hulk's hand and Doom's face mask. This is $6.99. This is more of a prologue to the Armageddon bit, because the fall of Doom leads to the rise of Armageddon, rather than actually dealing with the Will of Doom as much. And that's kind of my biggest kind of quibble. I like Zdarsky's handling of the Fantastic Four in this issue. The art is pretty on point. Really good action scenes and everything. But it's more leading into the next event more than kind of dealing with the fallout of the event that we just did. It's like, okay. It's more prologue than epilogue for what's been kind of going on. So, Latveria, the outskirts of Doomstad. General Ross, here to bring you home, sir. Much obliged, Marine. Been in this backwater, shithole, I guess, far too long. Apologies, General. Command needs to make sure you're all clear before letting, you. Understood, son. I've been Doom's prisoner of war. I have to make sure the man who could turn into a 2-ton Red Hulk isn't compromised. Pretty much giving him a collar, to get his powers in check. What's the situation back home now that Doom's been ousted? Well, we've been going non-stop doing retrieval missions since he disappeared. But from what I'm hearing, people are unsure. Doom's reign ended so quickly, people are, well, scared to be Americans again. It's like, okay, let's see how this kind of works out. Scared to be Americans. Have you ever heard anything worse? Tell me, Marine. Is Washington aware of what I did down there, planting our flag, as we see that he did that? It's like, well, that's not good. They are, sir. And did they request you to remove it? They did, sir. Shame we encountered enemy fire and couldn't complete the mission. A real shame. I think you'll agree our people shouldn't be scared to be Americans. Other people should be scared of Americans. I was like, well, that's not good. And we don't really kind of get what his whole kind of will... Like, we get the gist of it, but I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more laid out. So we see that we've got Doom, even though he's dead... Red Hulk, Fantastic Four, and Valeria pretty much takes up a good chunk of this. Second customer of the day. Your boss forgot to take his blueberry muffin, though. Good Lord, Kathy, I'm surprised Mr. Mayor managed to find the door. That man's been working round the clock to get things back to normal around here. Have a good one, you hear? Martinson, Virginia. And of course, we see Doom. We see her going to the town hall. Terry, you've got your damn muffin. How are people supposed to trust a mayor with memory issues? I assure you, woman. It's like... Okay, and I like muffins. It's like, ooh, shit. Mayor Doom suffers no such deficiencies, as we see that, it's like, what the fuck's kind of going on here? Now, that's actually a really good-looking page. It's like, oh god, what do we have dealing here? Of course, we have Where's Doom, Fantastic Four minus Doom equals money, New York City, the Baxter Building. Still going, eh? Gotta admire their dedication to fantasy. I can't even get through one of them Game of Thrones books. Reed says it'll die down over the next 2 weeks, according to his mathematical and psychological predictions. But I still don't like it. Ben. Do they really think we killed Doom, forged his will? How could they believe something so crazy? In One World Under Doom, issue 9. Here's the thing. I could even understand liking Doom, but Doom's whole thing is to fuck with Reed Richards. The best way for him to fuck with Reed Richards and actually believe someone that would be competent enough to fulfill the will of Doom would be to have Reed Richards do and be the executor of his will. That's just logical. How could they believe something so crazy? To be fair, Johnny, they live in a world where a hunk is made of rocks and a twerp can light himself on fire. I don't understand any of this, Reed. How can it be legal? Latvian law allows assets to be owned by minors, Sue, free of any kind of trust requirements. So Victor's will appears to be legit. It seems that. So we had shifted into here to see what's going on with these two. Valeria is the sole heir to Doom's entire estate. Makes sense. I mean, he gave up his life to save hers. So can I have her allowance then? I'm not your lawyer, Franklin, but I'd take that case, since it would appear that even Doom's liquid assets total just over $5 billion. And that's just what Foggy and I could find. It's like, holy shit. I've been searching everywhere to get a full picture of what exactly Doom owned, but until someone approves my going into Latveria, I won't know everything. Cole, it's still a war zone. We can wait. For now, we have a list of 20 properties and hundreds of patents, plus the letter he had sent to Valeria here posthumously. No man is an island save for Doom, and now with this boon, Valeria Richards can be her own island as well. I don't want it. I know, honey. We'll figure out what to do soon enough. And I do like the handling of Valeria with this, especially when we get to the end, because she's always the kind of wild card into it. She tends to lean more towards Doom's tendencies, but still tempered enough by, like, Reed and Sue. So she's always kind of a wild card if she'll go at least villainous on certain kind of things. And this leans a little bit more into, like, okay, it might not be villain, but it's leaning that way. I know, honey. We'll figure out what to do soon enough. Foggy, Cole, appreciate you taking this on. Apologies, but I need to leave for a meeting. No problem, Reed. We'll be in touch soon. And for what it's worth, Val, congrats on being the richest kid in the world. It's like, I really like Val's look there. It's like, do you know the headaches that would cause? Secretary Brooke, I've been cleared by the Pentagon, so I'd like to formally request my depowering collar be removed. Request denied, Ross. You should be happy with the fact that we reinstated you as a general. And here's the thing. They might be bringing up in this kind of section about, like, oh, you superpower people and all that shit. It's like, but if you were the one with the power... The thing is, they threaten your power more than anything from what I see. After the shit you pulled in Latveria, planting our flag with zero authority, do you realize the storm of shit you caused with us and the United Nations? I was his prisoner for months, an American prisoner who had to free myself. The world rolled over for Doom, sir, and now the world needs to know that we're still here, that America is still here. And we are still here, but we're not there. You know damn well that that flag doesn't just show our resistance, it shows our occupation. I do like them bringing up that kind of thing. It's not just like, oh yeah, because the way Ross and the soldiers that rescued him were, it's like, dude, let them be them. Don't just get out from under Doom and just do the same shit that Doom's doing. With all due respect, sir, who else should occupy Latveria? How about the Latvians? They're unstable. There are already rumblings of some Doom wannabe taking over, hunting down his secret weapon stash. You think we should sit back while... Apologies, Secretary Brooke. It's like, that's of course the whole, like, Dungeons of Doom kind of shit. But Mr. Richards and Mr. Grimm are here already, and they were drawing a crowd, so people love my mug. Sorry. Secretary Brooke, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. It's like, yeah, sorry about that. Didn't want to, like, do that kind of shit. I wish I could say the same. Sorry. Reed Richards, the big public superbrain, the futurist. Who somehow, after years of dealing with Victor Von Doom, managed to ignore all the signs of him attempting a global takeover. He does that every fucking day. And everything that he tries to point back to Reed could be pointed back at him. Nobody, like, he does it so frequently, nobody takes him seriously until the fucking thing comes and cracks you in the ass. Or worse, saw it coming and thought he could cowboy it himself instead of telling the authorities. Okay, I want you to think of every time that the heroes try and tell the authorities about something, and then they don't fucking do something about it, or do something stupid about it, and then have to have that situation cleaned up. Instead of telling the Secretary of State, hey pal, we're the guys who saved the planet from Doomsday, several times in fact. Pal, this is the problem. You all think you're above the legal institutions of this country. The moment you get superpowers, your heads blow up and you think you can do whatever you want. Okay, if their superpowers were gone, would you think you could do whatever you want? I got a 3-star general who should know the importance of the chain of command, but he turned into a bright red Hulk. The result? He's trying to dictate U.S. foreign policy. Ross has been trying to do that ever since the Hulk. He thinks he can dictate anything on that. I'm not dictating anything, sir, just suggesting. What? That flag stunt? Sounds like, more than suggesting, Ross. Strongly suggesting. Fuck you, man. Secretary Brooke, I assure you, I didn't know Doom's plans until it was far too late. We did everything we could to stop him. We fought. Even my daughter was gravely injured in the battle. But she magically got better, didn't she? And then inherited a fortune. These aren't normal people problems, Richards. Taking that back, if you live in the Marvel Universe, that is normal people problems. When you have superpowered people and everything kind of going on, that is what happens sometimes. Does it happen frequently enough to be, like, all completely normal? Not really, but, like, there's enough people that have died and magically been brought back and sometimes get money out of some fuck-assware where you're like, And it's why normal people don't trust you anymore. It's like, I need a little bit more of that to get to the point where we're like in the disassembled Armageddon stuff. I'd obviously disagree. The Fantastic Four help people. Secretary Brooke, I'm sorry, but there's an emergency. Alright, so let's kind of work with this. I know this is all a lot, honey, and I know you're extremely capable, but I just want you to know that your father and I are here if you want to talk about any of it. I know, the will stuff is actually easy. What I'm having trouble with, what's confusing to me, is everything Uncle Doom did. How many people he hurt, including me. And that after all of that, after all the pain and devastation he caused, I still miss him. Oh, honey, Yeah, that I really fucking love for Valeria, because sometimes there are people important in your life that really fuck you over and do horrible kind of things, and you still miss what they were or what you had in your mind of them. And I kind of like them exploring that. I also like how in this issue that Sue kind of gets completely overprotective because her daughter died and got resurrected by Doom because of his whole thing with the tribunal. So I don't like that she goes complete overprotective parent, but I could get it. So we get a kaboom boom going on. It's like, what the fuck? And from this moment on, Prime Minister Doom will keep the citizens of the United Kingdom truly united. In a bright new age. Sue, the White House is locking down. There's a Doombot uprising. Yeah, it's Doombots. I know, we're dealing with them in the city. Sue, what the hell's going on? It appears they're taking control of all levels of government. Mom, let me out of this force field. And that's kind of where it starts. But I'm like, do you have any armor or, like, protective gear? Now, honestly, Sue's kind of going more overprotective thing because the Doombots probably wouldn't be going after her. I mean, Doom would program something in for that. It must be some failsafe of Doom's. He wouldn't want any of his Doombots taking his rightful position as Earth's ruler, but his ego would allow many rulers of individual fiefdoms, and that's pretty much what goes on. They're like trying to take over from local government all the way up to the biggest one. Mom, I can stop this. The Doombots are my property. If I can find the master controls, I can shut them down. Yes. Reed, did you get that? I did. The most logical place for those controls would be Latveria, but nobody's allowed in, or we'll be careful. You protect the president, and we'll grab a Fantastic Car and put an end to this. Okay, please be careful. Hey, can you please make this a three-way call? I don't blame Johnny on that. It's like, what the fuck's going on? It's like, we'll see if he put them in Latveria. I love you. I love you too. Now go protect democracy. What's going on? Poor Johnny. Which way? They're moving POTUS through the Eisenhower building. We should secure the... And really good looking there as the Doombot cracks through and goes after Reed. Richards, everywhere I turn, there you are. An eternal rubbery nuisance. As he pretty much gets put up against that wall. Of course, Ben comes in. Real or not, it's always a damn pleasure smashing your tin Grim, a massive unsightly rock as the Doombot gasses him with pink human lungs. Of course, Ross tries to do something and smacks his ass. But, General Ross, an old man at death's door. Perhaps Doom should open it for you. It's like, God damn. Kinda gets the thing there on Doom. San Jose, Costa Rica. Tony's doing a global scan. So far, he's counted 50 Doombots spread throughout the world, taking power. Focus on heads of state Avengers. We can't let them gain access to nuclear weapons. Listen, bub, as we see Sam Cap and Captain Marvel in Costa Rica, and then we see Ottawa, Canada. Not too sure how you got my number, but the X-Men will handle this our way. Do not listen to Wolverine. None of us do. We'll head to Moscow directly after this, Captain America. Aurora, this is Sue Storm. We're en route to Latveria to find a solution. If we run into more than we can handle, we'll call you in. Please, I can handle whatever those Herbie wannabes throw at us. Oh man, it looks like we've located even more Doombots. It's like, ooh shit, and we see them kind of like cracking around in Latveria. So let's move carefully. I'll keep us invisible. Man, I can't believe they're already rebuilding Doom's castle. What's the point? Uncle Doom wants everyone to know that even if he's gone, his presence is still to be felt. Creepy. Any luck with the readings? She really has a handle on Doom. All of his communication devices use negative zone transmissions. I'm not picking anything up. It's like, okay. Like anything. And I like how they do the kind of blue effect for them to be invisible. It looks like the castle's catacombs have been pillaged, maybe by the warring factions trying to replace Uncle Doom. Of course, see Dungeons of Doom. On sale now, Tom. On sale soon, Tom. But I don't think the Doombot controls were stolen. I'd at least be picking up an energy trail. Well, There are more spots to try, but they're outside Doomstead, which is good because if we stay here any longer, I'll do something I will most definitely not regret. Latveria is a war zone. People are scared. We should find these warring factions and shut them down FF style. Johnny, we're not even supposed to be here. Victor did what he wanted, ignoring the wishes of countries, of the world. We can't do the same. It's like, yeah, but if they tell you to let this shit happen, fuck that shit. Like Superman in the movie. Help people. That's what you do. UN are convening to approve sending peacekeepers. When they call for us, we'll be there to give them the backup they need. And of course, Valeria's like, It would be nice to finally rid myself of you, but Doom has to acknowledge his priorities. First, a word with the current president of your United States. I have another suggestion, Doom. Kill me. As we see that Reed pretty much plays off to try and let Ben recover. I'm sorry, is this the great Reed Richards begging for the release of death from his better? The only thing you're better than is my father's fax machine. You can't kill me. The real Doom wouldn't allow such an accomplishment to go to one of his robots. Yeah. You impertinent fool. Doom does what Doom wishes. Then do it. Kill me. Doom does not wish to kill you, but Doom shall give you exquisite pain. That's also something that Doom would do. Mount Doom, where Victor apparently kept prisoners and experiments. Gotta give it to him. Doom was pretty consistent with his branding. Petition to rename the Baxter Building Fantastic Tower. Let's see if he left us anything. Val, don't go on ahead without us. It's okay, Mom. It looks like another dead end. Damn it, Uncle Doom. Where is it? My God. Would you look at this? The nerve of that insane general. The guy's single-handedly trying to put America at war with Europe. Well, screw that. I'm taking that damn thing down. Don't blame me, Johnny. And of course, things start going a little bit gnarly as things are going nuts. Johnny, don't you dare. What? You seriously think this is right? We were never here. But we are here. We're not. You take that down, and Reed's going to have to explain to the White House why we once again broke the law because we wanted to. But... Okay. It's the right thing to do. He left it all for me, so why wouldn't he tell me where... And then of course we see a bang as a bullet whizzes by Val. And of course, Sue's like, Val! And of course she goes complete fucking nuts. Americans, this is Latvian land. Haven't you done enough damage? Translated from Latvian. Val, oh my God, I'm fine, Mom. I thought I'd lost you again. Mom, I'm okay. I think I know where the controls are. We can go and... No, this is over. I should never have brought you with us. Sue, she's okay. Let's just go and finish this, alright? Everyone's counting on us. It's too soon. Val can just go tell us where to go, and we'll drop her off at home, and... Of course, nice stapling and everything. No loose pages. She died, Johnny. She died, and I didn't save her, and I know, sis. It was horrible. I was there, too. But we gotta move on. Val, she's special, like us, which means she can help people. And yeah, there will be risk, but she's strong, she's smart, and we'll protect her. I know, it's okay for us, but my baby's wait, Val? Val! As she pretty much bucked out. And I get Sue there, but it's gotta be balanced. You can't suffocate him like that. No screams, Richards. Pity. I expected at least some begging. Why would I beg a robot? You continue to taunt Doom with your lies? What sickness consumes you, Richards, to insist on such pain? Just doing my part. To give my best friend a chance to get his breath back. And of course, crap. There we go. Ben's back in. They make 'em real life like these days, eh, Stretch? It appears my toxin needs adjusting for your monstrous form. Can't believe I'm being insulted by a toaster. Peddle your lies all you want, Graham. It would seem my poison has at the very least left you. It's like, okay. In a diminished state as he starts turning on that onto Ben, and that's just gnarly looking. Well, Richards, I hope you enjoyed your brief respite before Doom finishes you, Richards, as Richards has escaped. Wait, you what? Mom was being too much, Franklin. You know how she gets when something bad happens to one of us. Val, you died. Yes, the worst possible thing. Like, dead died. So, yeah... Even in the Marvel Universe, I considered, like, that's a bad thing. So, yeah, she's going to be a little overprotective. I'm fine, and I can stop this. Uncle Doom left me a clue. But the storm I'm flying in doesn't seem natural, so he's still intent on protecting, and then... And it would have been interesting to see if, like, technically Franklin probably could have utilized his powers to bring Val back, but Doom didn't really think of that. Whoa, Val, what is it? Something shorted out the controls. Everything's coming apart. Tell Mom and Dad the device is on. And she crashes down. And she's pretty much like drowning. It's like, that's not good. Of course, the Doombot's go, "Rawr! Richards, I will make you suffer 1,000,000 deaths, coward." General Ross... Richards, what? Ben's hurt. The Secret Service is trying to get the President to safety. So we'll need more strength to subdue this Doombot. Not a problem. As he pretty much takes off the collar and starts hulking out. Hey, what? Your master's dead, and so are you. Yeah, that, what Big Red just said. I'd just add, and it's like, holy shit, as he gets thrown out. Get the hell out of our house. Pretty much knocking him out. But the thing is, Ross doesn't give a shit, really. Alright, the Doombot is down. I may be able to analyze it and figure out how to stop her, and of course, Hulk, being a Red Hulk, just beats it into complete and utter shit. Now he's down. It's like, yeah, but we could have, like, used it to find shit. You're safe, child. Safe in the company of Doom. Uncle Doom, as one of the Doombots, pretty much is like a shark thing and saved your ass, and then transforms. It's like, shit. In a manner. You figured it out. Yes, Doom Island. Previously your oasis for experiments, and now, I suppose it's mine, if you wish it to be. Now this is the one, Doombot that really looks like Doom. This and everything I attained is now yours, dear goddaughter. And what would you do with it all? I suppose I'll sell it all and give the money away. I suspected as much, child. Because as you and I know, real power isn't given, it's taken. I'm like, okay. I really like how Doombot looks there. I think I'll hold on to this island for when you come back. Maybe a place of tranquility will soothe you into being a different person. And I like that, trying to help him become better. And why would Doom wish to be a different person? Doom is absolute, child, a refined jewel with faultless facets. Doom is perfection. Because if you could be a different person, you'd still be here with me now, instead of lost in a world beyond this one. And I kind of like her still being a kid and saying it like that. She's really super smart and everything, but I think even like an adult at a certain point would also do that. So it's like, if you were different, you wouldn't have died like this. Doom is where he needs to be. You say you'll divest yourself of everything. Who will you give Doom's empire to? I've decided to start a charity for the people who suffered under your reign. The Cynthia Von Doom Fund. Doom never intended harm, young one. It was your father and... I know, Uncle Doom. I know. That's the thing. Doom says he always doesn't intend, but like sacrificing people, yeah. But you did, and the world needs to heal now. Goodbye, Uncle Doom. Goodbye, dear Valeria. You made me proud every single day, and you will make me proud again when I... And then, of course, turning it off. And it falling down. I'm sorry. Val! Thank God. And we get pretty much the FF kind of finding her. And it's like, alright. Not cool, kid. I'm sorry. I had to. Oh, honey. You can't do things like that anymore. It's too much for me. I know, Mom. But I'm sorry I shut you down like that. It's hard for me sometimes. And I get that, too. To see you as not just our daughter, but as part of this team. A highly competent member of the Fantastic Four. One of our more competent members, really. Gonna assume that was a burn on Johnny and not yours truly. The controls worked? They did. All Doombots across the planet should be deactivated. I'll set about disposing of them now, I guess. It's strange. Destroying this feels like wiping Victor away completely. He was a monster, but there's still a part of me that wants to hold on to him for a bit longer to try to change him. And that's kind of where Val gets it. Because Reed does want to save him. I failed. I feel like I had a lifetime to make him a better man, to show him a better way, but Uncle Doom was a force of nature, Dad. The only person who could have changed Dr. Doom was Doom himself. Very true, Val. Epilogue. General Ross, Secretary Brooke, come to slap your damn collar on me again? Thanks for meeting me. I've been talking with my team about you and the situation. You saved the President and countless lives in the White House when you took out Doom's robot. Not like there were other people involved. We're obviously grateful for that, but also, you're right about Latveria. It's unstable, and we have concrete reasons now to believe that Doom has weapons of mass destruction still hidden in Doomstead. His name's Doom. He has shit. Durr. So, given your recent experience there, we'd like to bring you in on this, as a consultant on the region. Just to be clear, this isn't an order, it's a request. So what do you say, General? I say, God bless America. It's like, alright, military-industrial complex shit. Still think you're crazy for giving away Doom's fortune, but man, oh man, I'm happy you kept his island. I do it all for you, little brother, and your pursuit of relaxation. Well, it's much appreciated. I'm going to go check out my property like a proper land baron. Master Rick, I told you, Val is fine. Well, we welcome your visit, Val. The island is operating well. Most of the population has decided to stay post-transfer. That's good. Doom kept this place off the books, a private island with a population. I guess at some point I'm going to have to either let Liberia annex it or let the people here create a new country. And my little project, it's like, I'm glad that she's thinking about that, but I'd lean more towards letting them be their own country. Fully operational, Val. Good. You never know when you'll need a little backup. As she's transferred the Doom bots into F4 bots, like, okay, this could go a little bit wrong. And then, of course, the road to Armageddon is relentless, pretty much showing Fantastic Four and the Dungeons of Doom, Captain America, and Wolverine Weapons of Armageddon. So, this was interesting to see the Doombots trying to take over and Val trying to figure out Doom's whole kind of thing and then switching it over to her own kind of Doombot force. Like, oh god, this probably won't end well. I liked examining that Sue is kind of overprotective and just kind of going a little bit too far in trying to protect Val, though if any case makes it kind of understandable, it's Val dying. I did like that Valeria wanted Doom to be different and that you kind of have that as well from Reed. Reed doesn't hate Doom. There might be things that he hates that Doom has done, but he thinks that Doom could probably be one of the greatest heroes and people ever if he got out of his own way. And he has always attempted to help him with that. And that's what makes Doom such a great villain, in that he has the greatest potential to be probably one of the greatest heroes ever. He just is in so much of his own ass and arrogance that he keeps being the fucking villain, and that kind of makes him the best kind of villain as well. So, my thing is, we didn't really get much more on Doom stuff except that she kind of got this island, she got the Doombots, she got parts of his empire. I would rather them... I know it's kind of stupid, but the thing is called the Will of Doom. I thought we would spend more time, like, actually going through the Will, seeing other kind of weird stuff, maybe kind of linking it to certain kind of things that Doom was actually giving Valeria that actually had meaning to them, like as their relationship, rather than linking it up more with the Armageddon. I would have minded a tease with like leading to the Armageddon stuff at the end, but the whole kind of comic was for that kind of, instead of the epilogue of the Will of Doom and like going through that, it's more the prologue of what we're getting for Armageddon. So that's my thing. Like, they should have called it something different, or like or actually just be like, the fall of Doom leads to the rise of Armageddon, or been like the road to Armageddon or something like that, like fallout of One World Under Doom or something like that. I know titling's weird, but that's my kind of issue, because if somebody's gonna pick this up and be like, oh, the Will of Doom, this will like deal with his will, it's a big central kind of plot point, but it's not to the thing of like you actually diving in and kind of mucking with it. That's my kind of thing. So if you were into the event, this at least gives you the Fantastic Four kind of stuff, and Val being the most central kind of character here, but I don't think you're really missing much if you skip this, even though I enjoyed it. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.